Everywhere you turn, all you can see is the goggles and the denim overalls. The rise of the Minions are back. And along with this, the new film Minions The Rise of Gru, a sequel and a spin-off slash prequel to the other Despicable Me films. Only this time, the film has been launched in a post-pandemic era where another thing you can't escape, and likely where you've been seeing all these Minions, is TikTok. Because the Minions went viral before TikTok, but add in the most viral social media platform today, the Minions are going more viral than ever before. But the question is, have all of these memes and viral videos of the Rise of Gru actually made a huge impact on the film, or would it have been fine without them? Let's get into it, but before we go any further, please make sure that you've clicked the red subscribe button down below and have your notifications turned on so that you get notified every time we make any brand new Minions content. Let's just start off with the Minions are a money-making machine. There have been attempts to make something like them before, but no studio has ever mastered it just like Illumination did. The very simple yet genius design, the gibberish speech, and of course, the fart jokes. The Minions really are the perfect product for everyone to love as they're merchandisable, and most importantly for what we're going to talk about today, memeable. And over the past few weeks, unless you've been living under a rock, you will have been exposed to Minion content in some shape or form. There's of course the giant Gentleminions trend, which you don't even need to be on social media to see. Just go out to your local cinema or shopping centre and you will see it. Everyone changing their profile pictures to this, the translation of the serious song at the end of Despicable Me 2, which by the way really does speak some volume. And just so much more. Whilst the Minions are at the end of the day targeted to kids, these have allowed the films to have a much wider target audience. The Gentleminions trend has really gotten a lot of attention to this film from all ages. Teenage and young adult men dressing up in suits, going to see The Rise of Gru and watching intently to these yellow creatures. Like, it's the most absurd thing ever, but it is just exactly what the internet can bring up and is so hilarious and so perfect for this film. And this is happening everywhere, and I'm sure you'll have seen it out and about. I went to the cinema on the 1st of July when The Rise of Gru was released worldwide, and I wasn't coming even to see Minions, but I could see a massive queue of young men in suits waiting in line. In fact, more of them than actual kids going to see the films. At many cinemas this has caused a lot of issues because they have been shouting and disturbing the film for the younger kids who actually want to enjoy the Minions for what they're supposed to be for. But since the demand is so high, cinemas have been banning anyone wearing suits and who are following the trend to watch Minions, but instead putting on a whole separate showing called Minions The Rise of Gru Gentleminion Edition just for these type of viewings. Like, this doesn't happen, and that's how successful this viral trend has been. And Universal and Illumination are absolutely loving it. They're not even getting annoyed at some of the bad press it's caused, but are instead just embracing it and promoting it on their social media. Basically just free advertisement at this point. And we're already seeing the impacts of this. Already the film has made a whopping $405.8 million at the box office worldwide in its first 2 weeks, and it's set to keep on growing. But the question is, would it have gone this far without that promotion of Gentleminions? Because like I say, the Minions were already hugely popular. The first Despicable Me film didn't really focus much on the Minions, only really having them as an occasional side comedy for Gru and the audience. It's only in Despicable Me 2 onwards where Illumination started seeing the huge potential in them, with Minions getting their own side stories and plots such as the El Macho Purple Monsters scenario. This then led to the first solo Minions film in 2015, which grossed $1.159 billion at the box office worldwide, making it the 5th highest grossing animated film today, and originally the 2nd highest grossing animated film, competing very closely with Frozen for top place. So clearly the Minions are capable themselves of creating a huge movie without the Gentleminions trend, but we'll really have to see afterwards, once the full amount comes in, whether the Gentleminions has had a huge impact or not. But we've also got to remember the time of when the first Minions came out. During the 2010s, Minions, like I said before, were unstoppable. You couldn't escape them wherever you went. And with the constant release of a Despicable Me film, it meant that they were always in the public eye. This was the original plan for The Rise of Gru, meant to be releasing shortly after Despicable Me 3, but instead was delayed due to the pandemic and has now taken 5 years before finally being released. 5 years with a pandemic is definitely enough time to move on from the Minions. So I would say, purely because of the circumstances, the Gentleminions trend definitely has helped bring the Minions into the 2020s, and we're definitely seeing the impact purely because people are going to the cinema to see it. After the pandemic, nowadays people are just happy to wait for a film to be released on streaming and not bother with the cinema. We're seeing it with potentially huge films such as Lightyear, which are just plummeting at the box office as people just aren't that bothered going to see it in the cinema when they could just wait a few months for it to be released on streaming. Universal unpurposely chose to postpone The Rise of Gru and not release it on streaming, and clearly with this trend and people going to the cinema, it has helped people become reinvested into the Minions, and looks like the cash is going to be huge. But anyway guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you have enjoyed it. If you have, make sure that you smash that like button down below and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Guys, let me know down below in the comments, what do you think about this? Do you love the Gentleminions trend? Do you love all of the Minions memes that are going around? And do you reckon these have helped the Rise of Gru, well, rise to popularity? Let me know all your thoughts down below in the comments, and do you reckon it would have survived without them? And as always, we've been here on Gate of Theories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.